Before I started having shoulder problems, I had no problem doing 225 for 6, maybe even 7, but now I'm way back down. I'm struggling with 185. But at least now, with the warm up, I'm not feeling the pain in the shoulders anymore. So, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I've had a lot of problems with shoulder pain whenever I'm doing the bench. I started doing a new warm up. It's helped a lot with the shoulder pain. It's pretty much gone when I bench now. It's a little bit of pain, kind of maybe afterwards, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was before. Anyways, I want to show you the warm up that I've been doing. Maybe it'll save you some shoulder pain as well. Let's get into it. So for the first warm up exercise, you're just gonna grab really, really light dumbbells. I have my adjustable ones set to as low as possible, 5 pounds. That's really all you need. You're gonna find a nice open spot on the ground and lie face down. Once you're lying down, just put your arms down beside you. Now you're gonna do this 2 ways. First of all, hands up. Essentially, you're just gonna take your light weights, lift them up a little bit, hold it, squeeze the shoulders. Essentially, you're trying to pull the shoulders down and back. Do 10 of those, and then flip the hands over the other way, and do another 10. So for the second exercise, I grab a nice light band. Doesn't need to be a really strong one, just anything that will give you a little bit of resistance. Essentially, you want to work just the upper back. When you're benching, you want a nice flat back and a good stable platform to bench off of. So this will help get the shoulders warmed up, get the upper back warmed up. It'll keep you in mind just to keep the shoulders back and the back flat, just to make the bench a lot easier. So again, I'll just do a couple of sets of 10 of these. If it's a little bit too light, you can just grab a little bit closer. And if it's a little bit too heavy, try and grab farther apart. After that, I just throw the band around my back and do kind of like a banded fly, just a little bit, get the back or the chest started moving. Get the shoulders warmed up, get the chest warmed up. I generally do 10 of these. You don't have to make it hard. You just gotta do the movement. And after that, still with the band. Essentially, like you see people doing with a piece of wood or a stick or something, just kind of work on the shoulder mobility. Just bring it over the head and down. With a band, it's good because you don't have to fix your grip all the time. If your shoulders aren't flexible, like mine, and you can't keep your arms too far back, it's a lot easier with a band, so you're not constantly trying to fix where your grip is. Do a couple of those, and then just stretch out the shoulders a bit. Let the band do the work for you. Since benching does involve a lot of the triceps, it's never a good idea to skip warming up the triceps as well. So I'll just do a couple of sets, one in each arm, of very light tricep pull downs. Nice and easy. You don't need to be crazy. You don't need to be super heavy. Just get the triceps moving, since they are involved quite a bit in the bench. So after that, I just like to do a pretty light dumbbell press. Right now, I just got 20 pounds here. Nice and light, nothing too heavy. Just get the chest moving, get the arms moving, get into that benching movement. I'll generally usually do 2 or 3 sets of that before I move on to the next exercise. So again, you want to grab a band. The one that I have is a little bit too long for this, so I'll just kind of fold it in half, get the arms through, like so. So if you have a short band, you can just do it as is. If you have a long band, fold it in half. You're going to want to make sure that the tension is quite light. This isn't exactly an easy thing to do. It's not a movement that you're used to, or stress kind of the way that you're used to doing, especially if you're benching a lot. But I'll show you what you do. Essentially, you're doing a bench movement, arm straight up with the elastics, and then bench down as you normally would. Get to your regular bench position. As you can see, my hands are shaking because I'm not used to this, even though I've been doing this warm up quite a bit. So essentially I'm just going to do a set of 10 of these. Nice and relaxed at the top. And then pull into that tension at the bottom. So we'll do a set of 10 of these. So the last exercise we're going to do is just benching with a bar. It's just going to be a really slow tempo bench. So you have about 5, 6, 7 seconds to go down, hold it for 3 or 4 seconds, and then back up. And as usual, I'll probably do about 10 of these. And even though it's a super lightweight, you still want to set yourself up as if you were benching heavyweight. Always, always have the right setup. It becomes muscle memory that way. So very, very slow down. Make sure to touch the chest. Hold it there for 3 or 4 seconds. And back up. I'll do that for 10. This is good to help you. It forces you to think about the proper technique as you're doing it. So that's it for the warm-up. If you've been having the problems like I have with the shoulders when you're trying to bench, I'd recommend giving it a try. Likely a lot of people just don't warm up enough. I know I haven't been warming up enough, so I think this is helping force me into doing quite a bit more warm-up, get the shoulders really ready to go. I find that the banded one is probably the most effective. I can almost feel the pain disappearing as I'm doing it. But yeah, if you want to give it a try, absolutely give that a try. Hopefully it'll help you out too. But now we're going to get into the real workout. So I've lost a lot of strength in the bench, unfortunately. Before I started having shoulder problems, I had no problem doing 225 for 6, maybe even 7, but now I'm way back down. I'm struggling with 185. But at least now, with the warm-up, I'm not feeling the pain in the shoulders anymore. So actually that set of 205 didn't feel too bad. So I'm going to do one more set of 5 of this. I'm not going to push it too much. I've been doing 185 for the longest time. I don't want to, ruin the shoulders again. So I'll do one more set and then move on to another exercise. Well, we only got 4 on the last set, but I'm still happy with it. It's more than I usually lift. I haven't lifted that much in a while, so I'm happy. My shoulders are happy. Now we're going to do some triceps. So that's going to be it for the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can get something out of that warm-up. Maybe you're just new to the gym and you're not too sure what to do as a warm-up for bench. Hopefully you get some ideas out of that and build your own warm-up. I recommend you check out the channel Squat University. I got a couple of the warm-up exercises that I use from them. They're an absolute wealth of knowledge when it comes to injury prevention and fixing injuries as well. So check out their channel. Absolutely, you can get a lot of good information from them. I know I sure do. Anyways, if you try out the exercises and you find that they help, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Anyways, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. You're so cute.